welcome back to my channel. Today, we'll be discussing Golden Sparkle by Suzumaru Minta. Now before we get started, there will be spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled on this manga, go ahead and click off now. No worries, I'll catch you next time. Now for those of you left behind, let's talk about some content warnings. There may be references to bullying, dubious consent, slut-shaming, self-hatred, and homophobia, as these things do appear in the manga. Now, if none of that's going to bother you, let's go ahead and get started. As always, let's start out with a quick synopsis. Himari Uehara has a fear of women. It all started when he was a child, just before starting school. He has a mother and a sister. His father left to work overseas, so he assumed all women were exactly like his mother and sister with no one to tell him otherwise. When he starts school, he finds that women can be pretty terrifying and bullies, and as such, he fears all women outside his family. To keep himself safe, he makes himself less enticing, bleaching his hair to look like a delinquent and being unapproachable in general. So when he gets the chance to attend an all-boys school for high school, he jumps at the opportunity, able to finally relax. Unfortunately, due to his avoidance of women and his father being out of the country, Himari has never really had the talk, nor has he had any interest in sex. This all comes to a head when he begins to have wet dreams but has no clue what they are or what they mean. While in class, his classmates discuss porn, sex, and the like, all of which fly over his head. While alone with his closest friend Gaku Asada, Himari takes the opportunity to figure out what all of that stuff means. Shocked and intrigued by his naivety, Gaku invites Himari to his dorm room. There, Gaku takes the time to teach him exactly what sex means, and while they enjoy the lesson and continue enjoying each other's company, this only complicates their relationship. Can two friends do things like that with each other and still be friends? First off, I love this art style. I love it so much. This was the first thing I read from Suzumaru Minta, and it's not been the last. This is so pretty that I read it on Futekiya digitally. Then when it was announced that Sublime would be coming out with a print edition, I pre-ordered it immediately, along with everything else I've read on Futekiya by Suzumaru Minta, that is, being published in print. I rarely buy physical copies of anything, but it's super clean and consistent, and the designs are adorable. It doesn't get much better than that, and it's well worth the money for the physical editions. Now let's talk about the story. It's really cute how innocent but honest Himari is. Unfortunately, though, it does make the relationship between Himari and Gaku rather uncomfortable. Because Himari doesn't know anything about sex or intimacy, it feels like he's getting taken advantage of when Gaku jumps right in by touching him without really even explaining what's going on. It gives off major rapey vibes and even some pedophilic vibes, even though they are the same age. Himari just has no background for any of this, and it feels like Gaku has all the power in the relationship because of it. It certainly isn't pedophilic, but it gives off that vibe because of how innocent Himari is. Think Yule from Siren Song. However, they are super cute together in the end. I love that Himari, now that he knows about the world of sex and pleasure, dominates Gaku. It's a lovely power dynamic switch that I love to see, and Himari teaches Gaku some things now. The after story is so much fun. It's super smutty and super sexy, with Himari taking the lead. Apparently, our innocent little flower blooms into quite the sexual dynamo, which we love to see. Good for them. Unfortunately, though, the core of the tension for the story relies on Gaku being afraid of tarnishing Himari's reputation, and for others to judge him for being gay, since he was isolated in middle school due to his disinterest in sex and multiple girlfriends. It's one of my most disliked tropes, the whole "I'm breaking up to protect you" thing, without ever trying to explain yourself to the other person. This leaves Himari feeling like he did something wrong when it was anything but. I did like the background on why Gaku is so afraid of doing that to Himari. I just wish they had talked it out first rather than Gaku just giving Himari the cold shoulder. It always feels like the one doing the protecting is needlessly punishing the one they're supposedly protecting. With all that being said, this is a straightforward story. It's a short one-volume series, but it's a beautiful treat. This artist is also killer, and this is a great introductory work for their work. Even if this doesn't sound like your cup of tea, I highly recommend you check out this creator's other work because it is all stunning. I'll, of course, be reviewing everything else I've read by them in time. Until then, though, give this one a shot. I don't think you'll regret it. So, have you read Golden Sparkle? If so, what do you think? Do you agree with my assessment? Do you not? Let me know and comment below. Otherwise, I'll catch you next time. Bye!